Hello, my homies. OneSmartCat doing some more Spellslingers, and today I do have a brand new quotations brand new deck for you. I say that because there are no new cards, there's no new development or anything like that, and that's actually more of why I wanted to put this video out as well. So I do have a new deck that I made with Liliana that I will get to momentarily. All right, so first and foremost, Spellslingers itself is a good game. It's a fun game. I've enjoyed playing it. From the first time that I found this game, I put many hours into it. And I mean, you can look above my cat head right now and see that I am silver. I didn't used to be silver. I've gone all the way up to diamond. I stayed at diamond for a very long time. I never put in the time to do mythic because that's really all it is just putting in grinding to get into mythic, and I was never about that life. But anyway, I do know this game, and I also know that there are new people coming into this game, and the new people that are coming into this game, I have a lot of videos with a lot of decks, a lot of weird kooky decks that are really fun to play. And for you new people, I just want to say, don't spend any money on this game. The game itself is really fun, and the game itself is really good at being free to play. That being said, this game's not in development anymore. I don't care what any of there's a few other creators out there who are still holding out hope and stuff, but the fact is they're not putting in any new content for this game. That's just the way it is. The way that games are developed are not what this game is doing. Developers do not just sit in silence for months and months and months and months without saying anything unless the development of this game is dead. That's just the honest truth. That being said, you can still get all the cards. You can still, they do have the events that are going to still go on. They are going to reset the ranks every month. That's going to keep going. It's not hard to keep a server going. Leaving the server on and hitting a reset button, that's not a big deal. They'll be able to do that. But they're just leaving it on for anybody who's willing to put a little bit of money into it. And yeah, if you're new to the game and you want to get card packs, I mean, go for it. It's your money. But I have 207 card packs. You get the card packs relatively easy. All you have to do is just do your dailies, do your challenges. If you can find a group that is still active or reasonably active, you can get all the cards relatively quickly. And once you get all your cards, you can start making them shiny and all that if that's what you're into. So there is stuff to do. Being new to the game is probably the funnest time to play this game. So if you are new, welcome. I have plenty of decks through my back catalog. I do continue to make new decks. I just don't actively play it like I used to. There are still a couple of hardcores who are fighting to go through mythic and all that stuff, and I'm good for them if they're still enjoying it. I don't have that time to sit here and grind to mythic. I don't care about that. That being said, I do have a new Liliana deck that I've been working on. Now, this Liliana deck has been a lot of fun. It is basic zombie growth and zombie mechanics with a splash of blue, making really big zombies and then giving them sneak. That way they could just do direct damage. Now, I will have the deck list in the description, so if you want to see everything that's in the deck, and if you want a shortcut on making the deck yourself, all of that will be in the description. I will point out a couple of the special stuff that's in here. What you're looking for doing is hopefully getting out the champion early and buffing him as much as we can by playing zombies. Our other option of getting a big guy is the Goliath. Getting him out early, letting him die, come back as Relentless, he gets double powered. Letting him die again, bringing him back with Fearsome Return, or bringing him back with Zombify, so we can draft a zombie from our deck and resummon him. Any of that stuff, you do that a couple of times with Liliana's Goliath, and this thing becomes a monster. Now, once you have one of your monsters, either the Goliath or the Fed perished, then that's where our blue comes in with the Invisibility Cloak to give it sneak, or we also have Silent Strike, which also gives it sneak. Either one of those on 10, 12, 15 strength zombie, hitting for straight to the face is gonna do massive damage, obviously. And the entire time that we're building up these zombies, we have all these other zombie buds that have relentless and will keep coming back stronger and stronger. And every single time that we bring something back, Liliana heals for 1 anytime something comes back. So we already have built-in life gain. So this is a good counter to aggressive red decks. It's a good counter to anything that's trying to wipe your field. It's a good counter to a lot of different decks, honestly. The other blue stuff that I have on here is Change Teams. This card is a very underutilized removal card. It's 5 energy, but it gets rid of anything on the field. Whatever's on the field, you're able to take it off, and it goes into your deck so you can use it later on. I also have the Corpse Trawler. Our entire deck is nothing but zombies. This guy comes out as a 6/7, and he can do -X on somebody's strength with how many zombies are in the graveyard. So he comes out very big, and he makes whatever your opponent's biggest creature is. You can pick whatever creature you want, but he makes one of your opponent's threats a lot less threatening whenever he comes out, which is very, very useful. And last but not least, because I am splashed with blue, there's no reason not to throw a Grim Grin into the deck. If we get all the way to, round 8 where we have that much energy, Grim Grin can come out and start stealing your opponent's cards, turning them into zombies. And it's just a good way to close out the game. So that is the deck overview. Let's get into some matches. All right, going against Chandra on this one. This deck typically does pretty good against Chandra. So let's see how this works. It typically does pretty good against anything that's going aggro. Just because, we have like the Relentless that is able to keep coming back. But let's see how it goes on this one. That's classic red play. Come out with a shock immediately. Flying Haste is interesting. Start off simple. We'll keep our mana gem probably for the Goliath to get him out a turn early. Our next turn will probably be the Diehard. Or we can start doing Flying Haste. Okay. Interesting play.
All my fans are diehard.
I mean, she cleared my board and she was able to hit me for 2. So, I mean, I guess it, it did what she wanted. I'm assuming that's the card that she got from my refreshment stand. Alright, she's doing Chandra things. That only affected my Goliath, which kind of sucks. Would have rather to have a bit more zombies. Where are my little zombies? Where are my little zombies? She's almost out of cards, so that's good at least.
I've raised him right.
We're a little low on health, but hopefully we'll get more people with Relentless, which will help us build ourselves back up.
Flames follow beauty. Run!
We're a little bit behind. There's a Relentless. That's good. Let's do... I'm actually not going to attack with this because if I attack, he's going to block. And then with Relentless, I won't be able to block. So let's go ahead and do this. This. We'll swing with this because she doesn't have any flyers. And then we got to play a little bit defensively here. Just for how low I am. And if she has a lava axe right now, she'll actually kill me. Alright, no lava axe, so that's good.
My army grows stronger.
Get some of my health back.
Dive! Standing down.
Alright, fighting back, fighting back. We're a bit behind, but she doesn't have any cards in hand, so she's only going to be able to play whatever she draws. That gives her a lot less options. Let's go ahead and we need more stuff on the field. Let's bring back... might as well do Diehard.
I put fun in a funeral.
Neither one of these can block. We do have both of these available, though. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's actually put it on him.
Ha!
We're gonna get that Goliath back. Hopefully sooner than later.
We'll go right through them.
Dying my best death.
Don't stop yet.
I just wanted to make sure that that thing died. If we, no matter what, blocked it. All right, so we're on 6. As long as we have something to block whatever she puts out with haste, we should be fine. And we have Grim Grin, we have Change Team.
Make them burn.
Now that we've done a couple of Relentlesses, she can't kill us with Lava Axe anymore, so that's a good thing. We were able to withstand her initial attack, so we're in a much better place now. We have a thing of removal if she puts down anything crazy, and we also have our invisibility cloak. There's a lava axe.
You are tired.
Whoa.
So one more lava axe will kill us.
You are tired.
Hopefully she does
I go.
not draw another lava axe. I swear to God, if you draw a lava axe. That better not be a lava axe. It better not be. Don't you do it. All right, we're good. So a lot of, when it comes to a lot of their aggressive decks, like a lot of the Chandras and stuff like that, as long as you can survive the initial rounds where they're just throwing everything that they have at you, if you can survive that, then you're fine. And honestly, Liliana is able to do that very, very well. All right, going against Dritz. We got our champion at the beginning. That's very good. Champion into Relentless. let's see what we can get besides the change teams. Okay, not too shabby. We won't have a first round play.
Let events take their course.
But that's okay. Now the reason that I use Refreshment stand. Oh, we do get a first round play. Very nice. I actually need the progressive mana gain every turn with this deck. So any of the other lands that have the possibility of taking away an energy, mana for any round, actually really hurts this deck. So that's why I use Refreshment stand. That way I at least get something at the beginning of the game, and then I don't have to worry about losing any mana later on. The opponent also gets something because of Refreshment stand, but I like to gamble. I don't have a problem with that. Makes it fun. All right, Dritz is doing his legendary stuff, looking for legendaries and all that. So he has a little bit of a slow build right now. Try to get in as much damage as we can before he starts dropping his legendaries. It's not bad. Depending on what legendary he was able to draw, we might be able to immediately blow it up. Let's see what he got. All right, he's still pulling more legendaries. Excuse me. So he doesn't seem to mind that I'm knocking him around a bit. So while he's letting us put our big stuff down, let's just go ahead and do as much damage as we can before he starts putting his stuff down. By the time he starts to put stuff down, it may be too late. He's playing the long game, and I don't think this is going to be a long game. All right, blew up my big guy. That's good. Uh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we already almost have him dead. Let's give him a chance. We'll put out this and this. Give him a chance to try to put down one of his legendaries and see if he can get his Guinevere going or something. Because I mean, if you get to round 4 and you've only put one thing out, that's not great. You can't let your opponent have a full field with you not putting anything down. Like, that's not going to work out good for you, no matter what your strategy is. Because he's playing Dritz, so like he's trying to get legendaries so he can do all that stuff. But there's other ways to go about it. This game's pretty much over, unless he can like board wipe me or something.
The trees have chosen their champion. It's been an honor.
Yeah, it's over. You know, like maybe he just had a bad draw.
Each defeat is a lesson.
Yeah, there's a lot of low cost legendaries out there, and I'm sure he has them in his deck, and he just didn't draw what he needed. It happens. It happens. Move on to the next one. All right. Going against Ashiok. Oh wow, none of those helped me. Playing against Ashiok is going to be interesting with this, because if they're doing Ashiok things, they're going to be going for nightmares,
Put on a good show.
and the nightmares are going to help keep him alive. They're going to keep giving him health points. So we're going to have to try to be aggressive on this one. That's what sucks with the Refreshment stand going against Ashiok. You immediately give him a card. Alright, looks like you might be doing a bit of... Oh, immediately got the first nightmare. Doing a little bit of mill, possibly.
All my fans are diehard.
Nowhere to hide.
Alright. Basic Ashiok stuff right now.
One must perfect one's craft.
I want to save my zombie in case I get my...
Dying my best death.
In case I get my, my champion of the dead, or whatever he's called. That wasn't him. But we can put out 2 now. Let's go ahead and swing with this, see if he'll block.
Dying my best death.
We're getting a lot of low cards, which is really good. But all those low cards are meant to power up our champion of death. And we don't have him, which kind of sucks. I think that's what the name of that card is, right? The guy that powers up every time we put a zombie. See if he blocks, and we could draw a card, please. Thank you. Where's my guy? The whole point of this is for us to get one big guy.
All my fans are diehard.
He only has 2 nightmares right now. He's about to get another one.
Perfect one's craft.
Oh, he just stole something from us. And now he's drafting from us.
One must perfect one's craft.
There's our champion.
You do not keep secrets.
A little bit late, but at least we finally got him.
Dying my best death.
Yeah, he has 5 nightmares. We're not in a bad spot, but we're not in as good of a spot as I would want to be.
One must perfect one's craft.
And there goes my champion.
One must perfect one's craft. Open your mind.
He's doing things. Let's go ahead and
Great day for fishing.
tone that down a little bit. We could have Fearsome returned the champion, but I needed this to not be so strong. We can get our Grimgrin next turn now.
Need a spell?
I smell the sweet fear.
Harbinger of your doom. Your thoughts are an open door.
I mean, I think Grimgrin is our biggest play. For yeah. So the deck's not doing what I wanted to do or what I built it to do.
I sense weakness.
But just off of zombie stuff is how we're gonna win this game.
Make way for Grimgrin!
Because even if he blows this up somehow or does something to this, as long as he doesn't turn it into a turtle. If he turns it into a turtle, then that's gonna suck. But we do have Zombify. And we do have Fearsome Return. We're up to 9 nightmares.
Gonna get it!
One must perfect one's craft.
Sisters of Death is interesting.
You cannot keep secrets.
Do we want a Sisters and then bring back... We could Silent Strike this. No, let's just attack. I'm surprised he did that.
Friend for Grimgrin. I sense weakness.
I mean, that does make it so that Grimgrin can't block, which is good for him. But we do have our sisters, though.
Hold still.
And we got that from our refreshment stand. So anything that this fights, she immediately turns into a statue.
Open your mind.
Now we kind of want Grimgrin to die, because if he dies, we can bring him back. I mean, with the sisters, we're not too worried about these.
One must perfect one's craft.
Sanguine? Really? Why do you have Sanguine?
Hold still.
That Sanguine actually really scares me. Is hopefully my refreshment stand is what gave him that Sanguine. And he's just playing it because he had it. That's what I'm hoping. If he has some sort of weird play with Sanguine, that'd be... I mean, no, he's blue-black, right? Yeah, he's blue-black. Okay, so the Sanguine is what my refreshment stand gave. Okay, I got really scared for a second. I think he thinks he lost, which is why he's now just not playing. Because that's 8, 9, 10. And if he just lets these two, he's gonna have to block these. That's such an amazing card. That Sisters. I mean, he's already lost. Does it always have trample?
I sense weakness.
Child play.
That's a really good card. That Sisters card. I think I might have to make a deck out of her.
Thank you.
Alrighty, there's a couple of games with my sneaky zombie deck. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said in the first half, by no means am I happy that this game isn't being developed anymore. I just want to make sure that if anybody is getting into this game, you know, recently, like if you're newish to the game, you can get everything in the game, all the cards and everything relatively quickly without putting any money into it. So, I mean, if you have extra cash and you want, you know, to get cards early, you know, that's your prerogative, but you don't need to. This game is extremely free to play. I think the only money that I ever put into this game was getting the starter pack at the beginning, and then for content I put like $60 early on just to get like a whole bunch of packs just to make a video out of it. I wish I didn't do that. I could have gotten everything for free. So irregardless, whether you're new or whether you're old, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you in another one of my videos, and